tape measures are a hoax. And before the naysayers can tell me how wrong I am, I'm going to prove it by using an ancient woodworking technique that's been all but forgotten by only using a stick to perfectly fit a complex shape like a countertop between these three odd walls. One's got bumpy rocks, the back wall is pretty wavy, and the third wall's got some casing and it's all square. And if you think you can measure this hell out with a tape measure, have fun. And to up the ante for those of you that know the tick stick trick, say that 5 times fast, tick stick, tick. No. I'm going to show you some advanced techniques that are never seen anywhere before on the internet because I'm pretty sure I invented them. Maybe. So, if using a tape is out of the question, some of you may be wondering, why not just scribe the walls and be done with it? But here's the problem. How are you going to, let's say, fit a finished countertop inside this space to hold it against the wall and scribe the profiles without cutting it too short to begin with? So here's how to use a tick stick. First, secure a blank piece down roughly in the middle of the shape you need to template. This could be anything: paper, cardboard, scrap wood, something you can draw on. Second, take your stick and touch it against the wall in the corner with a pointy end and trace around it on your board. Third, keep doing this all the way around your shape that you need to fit, taking in as many points as necessary to register your shape, especially on the bumpy rock wall. Fourth, take that board with all the trace marks and secure it on the material you want to cut out. Number 1. And put the stick back on the trace marks and mark out where the point is. I got my most complicated side done, the rock wall, and let me tell you, having all the trace marks numbered and marked in the order that I took them made it really easy since I'm doing this off-site and I don't have an opportunity to go back and check my template. So we'll see if this works. Fifth step. Now I'm just playing connect the dots. But before I cut this out and show you the close-up of the fit against the rock and walls, I want to show you some of the advanced tick stick tricks that no one has seen or shown anywhere before to my knowledge to make this even more foolproof and amazing. First trick is you could use multiple tick sticks. Don't have to use just one for a project. Let's say one's too big or one's too small to fit on the board. Use a smaller one, use a bigger one, use a medium-sized one. Or use something like this to a corner you can't get. For example, let's say I want to wrap the countertop around the front here and my storyboard's over here and my stick can't reach around and I can't move my storyboard right now. Use a curved one. Doesn't have to be straight. Trick number 2, if your storyboard that you're tracing your sticks out on is getting a little messed up and complicated because you got to take a lot of points, you don't have to just use one storyboard. You could use 2. That's quite cluttered, so I'm gonna switch the board out or just flip it. It's critical if you're going to use multiple boards to mark out where your board sits to put the next one exactly where you had it, or just mark out where the center of your board is and match up that center point when you flip it. The third trick is probably the coolest, but also probably the rarest to be used. This would be if something was blocking your line of sight, like a wall in this hallway. For example, what if you had to cut a single piece of drywall to fit this crazy 9-sided ceiling with irregular angles and corners? To demonstrate, let's just pretend the boards on the floor are the walls, and that green piece of tape is another piece of drywall we're butting into. And the teepee there, not for looks, it is actually my teepee telepost that had to get cut around. So here's what we do. Set up one storyboard, get your points and marks, trace them out. Set up a second storyboard, visible from the first, then take your tick stick, set it across both, and trace the tick stick out on both boards. From the second board, then use your tick stick to get to that corner you couldn't see before, and any other points. So to make the relay work on your piece of drywall, we set our first board, as I was planning, in this corner, have it all lined up, secure it down, and we'll we'll just tape it for now. And then we just take our stick, get it all lined up, make sure the stick doesn't move. And then with this really strongly secured in place with this tape, we will just slide this board underneath here and line it up. With that lined up, we'll fasten this down super secure, and then we'll just continue on marking out points with this board that we couldn't get from our first board. After all this, how's the fit? Pretty good. Perfect? No, but you know, had I taken some more marks along the back wall, I probably could have got that a little better. The fit between the rocks and that wall is bang on. If I wanted a better fit on the rock side here, I could have maybe taken some more points or do a hybrid method where I cut it a little bit longer, like 1/8 of an inch, and then set the top in on a tilt, scribe the rock side here, and then I think it would have had a pretty much bang on fit there. But I'm curious, surely I'm not the only one that's come up with these advanced techniques. Maybe some of you used them before. Let me know. Overall, it's a pretty cool trick, and you know what else is cool? Liking and subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out on other tricks like this no wood filler trick right here.